All right, we're going to go into round two of the draft here. We lost in round one, despite playing both of our bombs in game three. He just out removaled us, and unfortunately, we have a hand we've got to send back as well. So we're going to mulligan the one lander. We do have all our colors, which is something, but this hand is really not very good, but we'll keep it. We have removal at least. I don't know why we're not seeing our creatures. I mean, we have 13 creatures, and then we have Rage form, so it's 14 creatures. I mean, that's maybe a little lower than you like. Usually maybe like 15, but it's not so much lower that we can't see them. It happened to us in our last game as well. Um, so, yeah. Sure, we see something now. Dramoka Captain. We're just drawing stuff that we need our creatures for. I'm not going to worry about the Captain yet. It does get big in a hurry, but it can be pacified once it's big. That, however, cannot be pacified or stopped in any other way, and we can't draw any creatures. So that's pretty bad news. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to play the pacifism to just cool it on the damage we're taking because we just can't get any creatures. And that Conifer Strider is going to wreck us. Well, there's a creature. It's nice to see. It's nice to know that they're in my deck. Probably going to have to use Battle Rage here to kill the Strider and keep my Herald, which is pretty awful. But I don't really see another option. Killing the Strider also will hamper his ability to regenerate later, so... Yeah. Oh, shit, that didn't work how I wanted it to at all. Well, there's another punt. I'm having some struggles today. I don't know why the bolster. Oh, because of the way damage works. Yeah, we're just gonna have to scoop. We have like no hope of winning this game. We are scooping. I screwed up. I don't know if we could have won. Even if I hadn't screwed up, we wouldn't have won. Our guy would just be dead, and we'd still have a useless Tamer Battle Rage in our hands. So that was pretty brutal. Our deck is not showing us a lot of love. Yeah, I don't know that there's anything I don't think there is anything I'm gonna side in. We're just gonna go back out there with this. I hope it works out for us. We know this deck is good and can be good. Oh Lord, I don't know why it's doing this to me, but I'm gonna keep this. This isn't as awful as some of the others we've seen. We've actually got all of our colors, which is something, and in the quantities we want them. And we at least have a 4-drop this time, which isn't something we even had in the last game. So we'll get a forest. Right, and we have 2 4-drops now, which is, like I said, something. Need to make sure we get 2 mountains down. I'll probably play the Outrider first. It can draw out any removal he might have. Plus, the next turn, if I play my Thunderbreak Regent, I'll have Formidable, and he can swing with first strike. Okay, drawing the old 2-drop on turn 3. But at least we didn't have another turn 3 play. Our opponent probably thinks we have like no creatures after the first round, so. All right, now things are happening for us. We're going to swing in there with this guy. And I'm going to play the Outrider, like I said. Maybe it'll draw out some removal. Salt Road Quartermasters doesn't concern me too much given what we're about to do. So yeah, we'll just play out. There's nothing that can be played for one of either of these that's relevant, so I'm not going to bluff it. But we'll play out our Thunderbreak Regent so we can swing with this, with First Strike and Trample. This hand, turned out a lot better than the other one we kept that might have been questionable to keep. All right, Epic Confrontation. Sure. He's not going to be able to attack this turn either, unless he's Cray. No, he's not. Okay, too bad. So here, I think we just Rage Form. So that we have Formidable again. We have Forest, which is fine. We have the one Forest we need. If he takes this 4, he's in pretty dangerous position because we have our Sarkhan's Rage, which he doesn't know. Okay. All right. He's going to block, kill our guy. We'll just take 5 here. Seems to be the thing to do that makes the most sense. If he wants to swing. He may not even swing. And he did. All right. Well, it's too bad that Avatar of Resolute's just outside of our Wild Slash range, but we do have 7 damage of burn in our hand. We don't have the mana to cast both. He has mana up for Sandblast, but I'm going to go ahead and pacify the Avatar. Depends on what he does here. We may be able to just burn him out. I mean, if he just takes 6, we can burn him out. All right. So now we'll just Sarkhan's Rage for the win. Wait, what? Did I not have enough mana? Are you serious? Am I this tired that I can't count mana properly? Yes, I am in fact that tired. Okay. That's fine. We can just burn him out on our next turn. So even with Hunt the Weak, we'll be able to burn him out. Yeah. So that guy dies. Okay. I mean, there's some chance he has life gain in his deck, I guess, but it's pretty low. So we're just going to go for the Rage. And that wins us game 2, looks like. Game 1 and game 2 could not have been more far apart. We were pretty dominant in that game. Things pretty much went our way. Game 3, we'll see what happens. And we'll run the same deck back out there. Our deck seems to be pretty mercurial. This is pretty nice, though, and we're going to keep it. Got a nice 2-drop, who did a lot of work last game. The unassuming 2-drop. Ooh, and Dragonloft Idol showing up is also nice. And Artful Maneuver is not something I hate. We'll play out our Humble Defector into our turn. We will swing. We'll play our Windscarred Crag. And we'll end our turn. Okay, mapping the wastes and bolstering up. It's going to hurt us a little. We can also now, kill our dragon, which is sad for us. And there's a forest too. We can play both our dragons now, which is pretty awesome for us. If he has Hunt the Weak or something like that, we're going to take a pretty huge amount of damage. Well, 5, I guess. But I'm still going to attack with the Defector. I think we want to be the aggressors here. Even if he has Hunt the Weak, he has to take 3. So we'll play our Thunderbreak Regent, end our turn. And we can then play out Dramoka. And we also have this Dragonloft Idol. We've got Artful Maneuver. I think we're in pretty good shape. Our opponent does have a pretty big bear out there right now. And it's one we're just going to take a punch from right now. Doesn't concern us too much. I think we play out Dramoka. I mean, we're going to have 2 massive dragons out there, and if he targets either of them, he's going to take damage. Next turn we can play our Dragonloft Idol. So it's pretty nice. So we'll play Dramoka. I mean, he's got to have 2 removal spells now. We got both out at the same time. If he doesn't, we're going to be pretty pumped. So he may have 2, but he has to take at least 3 and lose 2 cards in the process. If he has 2, though, we're probably losing. I mean, but if he doesn't have 2, we're probably winning. So, all right, that's curious. Probably means he has some sort of effect. Yeah, all right. Drawn Sharkin's Triumph right now is so good. We're going to swing with our 2 dragons. I'm going to leave this back for defensive purposes. He'll get bolstered too, so he'll get a little bigger. Oh, he scooped. All right. Well, couldn't have predicted it going that way after the first game where we just lost in 3 minutes, but in game 2 and 3 we just dominated. We got a crazy hand there, and it went really well for us. So hopefully we can continue that into round 3, and thanks for watching this round, which was luckily quite short. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and there will be one more in this for this Dragons of Tarkir draft.